All right, everyone. This is a test. This is a test. For a long time, I have been trying to fix up my OBS system, and by fix, I mean to configure my OBS with my YouTube, because the best way to get people to watch your streams is to schedule a stream where people can see the thumbnail and they can see that you're going to go live in a certain time at a certain time. And then so from that scheduled stream, you automatically commence the actual stream from your OBS. And for freaking for almost a year now, I think it's been almost a year, I have not been able to do that. And it's just absolutely annoying. So I think I fixed the problem. This is a test. This is a test. I think I fixed the problem, and I think now we can start streaming like we used to, where you can see a thumbnail and you can see that I'm going to be live at a certain time, so that you can just click on the thumbnail when the stream begins, or before the stream begins even, and it makes everything a lot easier for everyone. Because before I was just streaming manually from OBS, but I think now I have finally figured out the freaking problem. I've been sitting here for hours trying to fix this thing. So yeah, I think I finally figured this out. So we'll have a stream on Friday, which is tomorrow, depending on where you live. Could be today, but it'll be Friday. It'll be basically today or tomorrow, depending on where you are. Hello, 117 Rebel. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, it's way too late to be doing lectures on the 100 Years War, but we'll definitely talk about interesting things for this stream. Hello, Yannius Rex. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was weird. OBS. You see, when you connect, OBS is a streaming software. So when you connect OBS with your YouTube channel, you can, from your YouTube channel, you can schedule a stream. Right? You can schedule a stream, and then people can see the thumbnail where it says I'm going to be live, and it'll show you what time that you're going to be live, and then it makes everything really easy for everyone, because then everyone knows that you're going to be live, and all they got to do is click on the thumbnail. And for almost a year now, I have not been able to do that. Every time I try to do that, OBS would say, sorry, error. And today I said, okay, I am figuring this damn thing out. We are going to fix this problem, because before I was able to do this no problem. I was able to do this with no issue at all. And it was great, because it makes everything easy for everyone. It makes it easier for people to find your stream, to keep in mind that you're going to have a stream. And all they got to do is click on the thumbnail. So because it's so easy to access your stream in this way, in this manner, you just get a lot more viewers, and because it's so convenient for everyone. And when you start a stream manually, especially if you're not really a known streamer, people are they're going to refresh your page. If they have to refresh your page to see when you're live, and it's not very convenient, so you get less views. But now that I fixed this problem, now we can go back to the old ways of just putting up the thumbnail, scheduling the stream, letting everyone know when I'm going to be live, and then all you got to do is click on the thumbnail. And it's that simple. The audio is coming and going. What? What do you mean the audio? Oh, no. How's the audio? Shit. Hold up. Settings, audio. Auxiliary audio. Desktop. That's desktop audio. Can you guys hear me well? Your audio is muffled? Shoot. Like, how muffled are we talking about here? No, audio is fine. Okay, maybe your guys' speaker. Let me know if the audio... Hold on. How about now? Is it better? Bop, 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 bop. How about now? Better, better? You can hear me? Okay. I hope the audio isn't too crazy. We're doing a little test right now. But tomorrow will be the stream. Tomorrow on Friday will be the stream like normal. And I'm going to try to make sure that my audio settings are good. I actually uninstalled OBS and reinstalled it. So I hope they didn't screw anything up. Hope they did not screw anything up. Let me just... I can hear myself here, actually. Let me see how... think now we can start streaming like we certain times. My normal... Fix the problem. My audio is coming out perfectly from here. No. This is a test. Visual stream, you automatically... I'm... The thumbnail went... Before I was just... My audio is coming out just perfectly. My YouTube people to watch your... Mr. Bossman, how's my audio doing? Mr. Bossman, hello, sir. How's my... Is my audio good? Can you hear me? From your OBS. And for... I'm actually listening to myself right now. I think I fixed... And, audio is perfect. And you can see that I'm... Skip ahead a few minutes. Everything a lot easier for everyone. Because before I was... Yes. But I think Netly finally figured out the freaking problem. Hello, happy Halloween. I've been sitting here for hours. I'm actually listening to myself audio. I just increased my audio. Hold on. No. Okay, how about now? It's very clear. Okay. I'm listening to myself and I sound fine. It's not bummer tech, Ted. What? Bummer tech? I don't know what that even means. Because before I was, yes, but I think Netflix... I'm listening to myself and I sound fine. I sound just fine. It's not bummer tech, Ted. I sound just fine. We'll do a test. It's very clear. Yeah, I think it's fine. Let me see here. Let's check out my audio settings here. Audio settings. Hello, hello. Yeah, audio's just fine. Audio's working just fine, so... It's working fine? Yeah, I think it's working fine. It's no issues. No issues. Let's see here. Is that better? Is it clearer? Is it... According to OBS, my voice is totally fine. It's registering my voice just fine. Probably my internet, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, guys, looks like we're doing a live stream right now. So yeah, we'll have some fun and we'll talk about the elections. We'll talk about geopolitics. We'll talk about some history. We'll get into some fun and interesting topics. Basically the same type of topics that I cover, but just with its own uniqueness, because every episode is somewhat unique on this YouTube channel. So here we are. Let me see here. Bop, bop, bop. Brrr. Bop, bop, bop. How about that? Is that better? Or is that too loud? Your internet is fine? Well, I don't know. Bop, bop, bop. I think, wow. I think that's good. Let's refresh the... Way too loud. How about that? Is that better? That's way too loud. No, that's way too loud. Your internet is fine? Well... Stock up on food and TP before the post-election riots begin. Yeah. It's going to be a shit show. Now it's different, not as clear as before. Yeah, because I increased my gain. That probably was not a good idea. Let's test it out now. I don't know. Are we gonna hear some scary stories? We might.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show.
We
Now,
might. I don't know. It is Halloween, guys. Let's see the. I still haven't figured out how to use a soundboard. I'm still just playing around with the dials. Fix the gain.
might, I don't know.
The gain is normal now.
See I still haven't figured out how to use a soundboard. I'm still just playing around with
The gain is normal now.
fix the game.
Okay.
The gain is normal now.
Bop 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 bop. I don't want to be too loud because then it'll ruin your ears.
The gain is normal now. Okay. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, I think we're good. People say that Christians can't celebrate Halloween. What do you think?
Too loud because then it'll ruin your ears.
I think that if you're just going around to to get candy, I think that's totally fine. I don't know, guys. I mean, what celebrating Halloween? I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go around asking for people for candy? I mean, you're a grown ass man. What are you doing that for? No one asked me for candy. Trick or treating is sort of an old. I think trick or treating is something that happens more often in other parts of the country than others. Because when I was living in California, my God, dude, everybody trick or treated in California, and I did trick or treating one time in my life. It was in the year, what was it, 2004, I think, or 2005, and I was a sophomore. No, I was a freshman in high school, and my friends and we walked around and we just asked people for candy, and we took as much candy as we could, and we had so much candy it was ridiculous. We had like a garbage bag, a black, those big black garbage bags. We had one of those filled with candy. We were out for hours just knocking on people's doors, getting candy. I mean, getting as much candy as we could. It was ridiculous. And I didn't have any I don't think I had a costume. Two friends of mine, the two friends who were with me, they had costumes. One of them was dressed up as a vampire, and another one was dressed up as a soldier, a World War II soldier, I believe. No, was it? No, I think he had a Jason mask. I think he had the mask of the Jason guy. And we just, I was only interested in candy, and we just walked around and we got candy. And that was in California. Everybody trick or treated in California. Especially the area that I was in. I was in the Bay Area, and from what I understand, the Bay Area at that time was known to have a lot of witches, like a whole lot of witchery and stuff. And even in the area that I lived in, I was told that this is an area where you have witches. And I remember on the radio, they would say things like, "Halloween is coming, keep your cats indoors." And I remember we had what was it? We had a black cat. I remember my great grandmother had a black cat, and it was a black and white cat, not fully black, but black and white cat. But it was black enough, and damn, that cat vanished. And it was around I remember it was around Hollow freaking Eve. That cat was gone. It was very sad because that cat was pretty close to us. I mean, that cat had been with our family for many years, and it was gone. It was an outdoor cat. It loved to go outside, and if you didn't let him out, his name was Parker. He was a very good cat, but if you didn't let that cat out, he would really raise hell. And my great grandmother, always obeyed the cat. So she let the cat out. It was around Halloween, and that cat was gone. It never came back. So ever since then, I've always kept cats indoors around this time. But I left California, and now I'm in a different state. I'm in the South, and I rarely see people walking around trick or treating. I don't see a whole lot of it. I don't see as much of it as I used to in California. But who knows? Maybe it's just the area that I'm in. But yeah, we can talk about some good horror movies. I think I should do what do you guys think? Should I do a top 10 best horror movies? What do you think? I think I should do that. Top 10. I did a top 10 best My chair is shaking because I have to take a piss right now, guys. I have to take a leak. Oh, hello, Annika Koyuko. Yes, God made all cats. I have two black cats, guys. I love black cats. I love them. They're wonderful, wonderful, very intelligent cats. The black ones. Um, but I think I'll do a top 10 horror movie list. I think that's a good idea. I've done a couple of reviews and things like that. I did a review um, for the film. What was it? The Nun or something? It was not The Nun, but it was a horror film about a nun. I forgot the name of the movie, but I did a review on that one. Got a lot of views. It has like 3,000 plus views. Not bad. And then I did a review for the movie Long Legs, and that was a good movie. That was a long. Excuse me. Long Legs was a solid ass movie, straight up. Shalom. Yeah, Long Legs was a solid horror movie. Great movie. Cats are great, but I like dogs more. Yeah, that's what a lot of people, Americans are they're very much dog people. They are very much dog people, if that makes any sense. Grammatically, I'm talking. I'm not saying it. I'm not asking if it makes sense if people like dogs. I have dogs. I understand why. Dogs are more human in how they interact with you. But I think I'll do a top 10 horror movie list. I think I'll do that. Top 10. What are the best horror films, in my opinion? That's very difficult because, like, anytime you do a top 10 or a top whatever number, top number, whatever it is that you're ranking, it's always difficult to pick which is number one. Not always, but it can be difficult to pick which is number one. I actually wanted to do a top 10 best Asian films video. Maybe I'll save that for the next stream. But I think because it's Halloween, I should do horror. Top 10 horror films. It's always difficult. What's going to be the number one? Like what's the number one horror film? Everyone says The Exorcist. And it's difficult to say no to The Exorcist, right? Because The Exorcist really is the OG horror movie. I mean, everyone talks about Psycho and all this stuff. I think Psycho was the first serious horror film. You could say, well, what about Nosferatu or whatever? Yeah, okay, but it's a silent movie and it looks hella boring. I think Psycho was the first serious horror movie. And it was a good horror film. I watched it many years ago, and it was creepy for an old ass black and white movie made in 1950 something. I mean, it's a good horror movie. I wouldn't put it on my top 10, but like Hereditary, definitely in the top 10. Hereditary, Black Coat's Daughter, Long Legs is a great horror movie. Exorcist definitely has to be on the list. Train to Busan. Honestly, I saw that film. I'm not really too crazy about Asian horror movies. I think Asian horror movies are horrendously overrated. That's my opinion. I think they're horrendously overrated. They're not scary. They're not. I've never seen an Asian horror film that was scary. I've seen these. You have all these people on YouTube and they say, "Oh, Asian horror is so great, man. It's so great." It's like, no, it's not. I've seen a bunch of Asian horror movies and not one of them was scary. They're all hella boring. They put you to sleep. I saw Train to Busan. It's just it's like old school Resident Evil, Train to Busan, but more fast paced. Have you seen Exorcist 3? Is that with the dude who played Patton? Maybe I should do my streams at this time. Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3. That was with George Scott, right? I saw that movie. I didn't think it was very good. Have I seen Seven Samurai? I think I have. Did I see this movie? I think I did see this movie. I don't remember. It reminds me of an old black and white Japanese film that I saw years ago. There was a Japanese movie, a black and white Japanese film that I saw years ago, and it was about a guy who's got like 3 sons, and they all start killing each other. Yeah, I haven't seen Seven. No, I have not. I have not seen Seven Samurai. You know what's a really good movie is Barabbas. Barabbas from 1961. That was a great movie. Shining is number one. I don't think so. I think Shining is pretty boring. Hello, Goose Hunter. Yeah, here we are, man. This was supposed to be a test. I was trying to fix up my OBS. My OBS kept screwing me over because I would do the. It's hard for me to explain this, but when you try to do, so when you do a live stream, right? The best way to start a live stream is to do it through OBS, get it scheduled, so that way people can see the thumbnail, see that you're going to be live at a certain time, and they can say, "Oh, Ted's going to be live at a certain time," and then all they got to do when they get around the time of the live stream is to just go and click on the thumbnail. So because it's so easy and it's so convenient, you get more views. It's easier to raise the view count, and it's much easier for people to find your live stream. And I did that for a long time, and it worked really well for me. And it was, and I noticed the views were increasing and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, OBS is like, nope, error. Okay, what's the error? Oh, I don't know. And then you Google the problem, Googling it. I literally spent like 5 or 6 hours. I have spent a huge chunk of my day trying to deal with this problem, and it's just it's been an absolute pain in the ass. But I figured it out myself. Didn't even get help from the OBS help forum. OBS has no contact information, whatever I understand. It's a free program. So why the hell are they going to talk to you? But I figured it out. What fixed it was, instead of setting up the live stream on YouTube, just set up the live stream on the OBS program itself. And here I am talking to you guys. Battle Royale, the one with teenagers killing each other. I have not seen that. I love the Halloween movie franchise. I saw one of the Halloween, or I think I've seen 2 of them, and I just never really liked them. It's basically an evil Superman. It's just a guy with a mask, and you can't kill him. You just can't kill the guy, and it's just, there's nothing really. I want an ending where the damn thing dies. The freak dies, we get rid of them, and that's it. But again, I mean, it's Halloween is a very successful franchise, and so they profit out of just continuing the series, so they have to make Michael invincible. How about Descent? I have not seen Descent. I've heard a lot of good things, guys. I really have to take a leak. Give me 1 second here, okay? And I'll you know what? Maybe I shouldn't come back because I'm going to be here all night if I stay here. But I have not seen The Descent. I have not seen The Descent. No, but I think I'm going to do a top 10. Just because it's Halloween, and horror movies are something that just fit this time. I mean, there's something about looking out the window, seeing a cloudy sky, and just horror movies. I don't know why, but I think when I'm done with this, I'm gonna compile a list, because like I've seen a lot of horror movies, so I already have I can already make a list in my mind. But the most difficult part would be what's going to be number 1, and everyone's going to say The Exorcist, but I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to name like what's going to be number 1. But maybe I should just say top 10 list in no particular order. Like this is to me the 10 best horror films, but just because one of the films is going to be number 1 doesn't mean it's the best. It's just, to me, these are the top 10 horror movies, and they're not ranked in a particular order. They're just, to me they're the best 10 horror films that I can think of. If you don't have plans for tomorrow, why not stream into the night you want to? No, I can't do that, man. I'll go insane, because I if I don't sleep, the whole body, nothing's functioning. You're going to celebrate All Saints Day? That's cool. Have you ever rode a horse? Yes, I have. It was a terrifying experience. I've never seen Hostel. No, I don't like these gory-ass movies. I don't like movies that are just ridiculously gory. I just never got into that. I'm more into the supernatural horror, or I'm more into supernatural horrors or cult-themed horrors. I like horror films where the story involves a cult. So Longlegs, Hereditary, Blackcoat's Daughter, Rosemary's Baby even. Rosemary's Baby is a classic. It's a classic of horror. I saw that film. I used to do this thing back in the day. YouTube YouTube used to do this thing where you could actually just watch a bunch of free ass movies on YouTube. It doesn't, they don't do that so much anymore unless you're looking for a film that's really old and kind of forgotten. It's really difficult to find whole films on YouTube. But back in like 2009, 2010, it was really easy. You could find all sorts of movies completely for free, and it was amazing. And I remember I used to do this thing where I would just look up movies on YouTube, and I remember finding Rosemary's Baby, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this damn movie. So I watched Rosemary's Baby. That was Rosemary's Baby. That was back in what was it, 2000? I want to say it was 2009 or 10, one of those years. There was a Jewish horror movie. You said it was about people in New York. Was it? Yeah, I think I saw a Jewish horror film um, last year or 2 years ago. I saw a Jewish horror film. It wasn't very good. Oh yeah, I think I know what you were talking about. Yeah, there was a Jewish horror film that came out recently, and I tried watching it this year. It was either late last year or early this year, and it was awful. I had to turn it off. So it was just so terribly directed. Have you seen As Above? So yes, I have. That is a really good movie. That's, I think, one of the best found footage horror films out there. Is yeah. So yeah, As Above, So Below. Really good movie. It's like these people, they go to these catacombs in France. It's really good. I have not seen The Thing. No, there is nothing saintly about it. All Saints Day is excuse. Now you guys are all going to start arguing right now. This is a test, guys. It's a test live stream. It's not even a real live stream. I don't know if I should even delete this. I'm like, this is a test, guys. What's my favorite Halloween candy? I don't know. I think candy. If I'm in the mood for candy, it's whatever. Candy's candy. I don't. I stay away from like really sticky candy. I don't like this. I don't like how it gets stuck on the teeth. But I do love chocolate. I love chocolate. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Susan. Halloween, pagan holiday. Yeah, this is where we're at right now. American Christians are still stuck in 1993 when people used to argue about this stuff all the time. Yeah, Halloween, guys. I decided that I decided that I am going to finish Elden Ring. I never finished Elden Ring. I started playing Elden Ring. I want to say early last year, in the beginning stages of last year, and it was just so frustrating. I ended up getting to a level 156 samurai and got stuck on this boss fight where you have to fight these two guys who call themselves the Godskin Duo, and they're so damn difficult. After trying to beat these guys like 50 times, I said I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. So I just quit the game, and then I started playing Bannerlord and all that, and really enjoyed Bannerlord. But I decided yesterday, I said, you know what? I feel bad because I spent so much time playing Elden Ring, and I thought to myself, man, the fact that I've never finished it. I mean, you should finish the game, because I would like to play Dark Souls, at least Dark Souls 1 and 3. I heard 2 sucks, so I may not play 2, but I've heard Dark Souls 1 and 3 are really good. So I'm like, I would love to play Dark Souls 3, but I haven't finished Elden Ring, so I need to finish Elden Ring, and then I'll play the other Dark Souls games. And I might even start a new Elden Ring game, I don't know. Exorcism of Emily Rose, I watched it. I didn't. It was pretty. It was a very generic horror movie. Wasn't too crazy about it. You wish Nintendo would make Zelda game with Elden Ring. That would be a good idea. Absolutely. They had a. If you look at the most recent Zelda game, it's just whatever. It doesn't look very good. Yeah. A lot of Christian references in Dark Souls. Yeah, I've heard about that. The saints are alive. Amen. Amen. The Thing. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. I never saw it, though. I heard it was really good. I did see the first zombie movie, or one of the first zombie films. It was like an old black and white movie where the black dude dies in the end. It was a terrible, terrible movie. I felt really bad for that black guy. It was a good movie, don't get me wrong, but I felt really bad for that black dude in the end. Just use the sleep arrows. On the Gauntskinned Apostle, there's a fat one, there's a thin one. When I fought the fat one in the Volcano Manor, I just hit the dude with poison and just ran away until he died. Oh my gosh, dude, the freaking night there when you try to enter that city. What's I forgot the name of the city, but it's the main city in Elden Ring in the lands between. There's a golden knight that blocks the entryway. Oh my gosh. I could not defeat this thing. And what makes him such a pain in the ass is he has two stages in his when you're fighting him. There you have to go through two stages, and it's a pain in the ass enough just to get through the first stage, and then as you're fighting him in the second stage where he's like hitting you with bolts of lightning, if you die, you have to go all the way back to stage one, and it's so exhausting. I don't know why they decided to make the game so exhausting and so tedious, but I felt bad that I didn't finish it. So I'm gonna finish it. At least I'm gonna try. I don't know. I may get so aggravated that I just might quit it again. The best video games are historical strategy games. I agree. Yeah, Medieval 2 is a great game. You got to watch The Thing. All right. Scariest monster movie? Scariest movie monster. Probably Alien. Alien is horrifying. That's a horrifying thing. Yeah. I'm still playing Medieval 2, Total War Medieval 2, and I'm playing Venice, and me and the Pope, we're homies. And as long as the Pope is my homie, anytime a Catholic country attacks me, they back off real fast because the Pope excommunicates them. Halloween is Catholic. Maybe I should start doing my streams really late at night. I don't know. But okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta take a piss. It's been literally 31 minutes, and there's 13 people watching. So I'm gonna end. This is a test. I'm gonna leave it here though because it has been fun. But this is a test, and I'm gonna schedule a stream when I'm done talking to you guys here. I'm gonna schedule a stream for this Friday, which is basically today, and it'll be at around 5:15 p.m. I'll schedule it. You guys see the thumbnail, and it should work this time. God willing, hopefully. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all later. Be well. God bless. And you guys just heard some Theo.